Hello, everybody. This is R.A.P, Releasing All Pain. I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Tracy.
How you guys doing today? I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. I did. Everything went well. I just want to open up first and tell everybody thank you so much for tuning in with us last week. It was amazing. It was great. And I just thank you guys for just tuning in and calling in and giving us your feedback and how you felt about things. So that was good. And I just want to say thank you so much. I also want to say if there's anyone out there that are establishing a business, or if you're trying to get some information out and you want to let people know what you're doing in the community, we're here to offer you to come on the show and be able to talk and tell people what you're doing in the community. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're more than welcome to come on the show and talk about what type of business that you're doing for the public. And also, I want to give a shout out to people for their birthdays this month. I didn't get to do it last week. I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still in training, so bear with me. And I want to say happy birthday, February babies. And also, we have a special guest coming next week, New Birth Body Shaper. The CEO, Dr. Dorothy Cook, will be speaking with us, as well as Georgia Bowie, about this Rebirth Body Shaper. And that will be next week. So we're looking forward to it. So tune in, ladies, so you can hear some things about how to get your body in shape without spending any money with the doctors. How about that? All right. Well, I'm going to open up and let Tracy say something now.
Hello, good people. How you all doing? I'm so honored to be here. I want to give a shout out to God for enabling me to be here today and blessing my family. I want to give a shout out to my wonderful husband and sons, and a shout out to Bobby Soul for making all of this happen. Praise God. I just want to thank everybody for listening, because you're taking time out from your day to listen to what we have to say, and I really appreciate that, because it's a lot going on.
Yes.
And we really need to stick together.
Yes.
We need some unity, and we need to help get each other's back. You know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, ask questions about tonight, and maybe next week we can get more in depth with it. And I want to find out how many people are going through changes with their children, because this generation is rebellious, and it's nothing that they've done, it's something that they've inherited. And I would like to touch on what that rebellion comes from. And we want to pray and break the strongholds and get rid of that rebellion, so they can be the men and women of God that He created them to be. And if you like this subject, and if you think it's something that you want to hear, I want you to hit up Bobby Soul, rhythmicsradio.com.
Mm-hmm.
And give us a thumbs up and let us know. Give us your input and let us know what you think. And I also want to touch on soul ties. Anybody going through changes in your life, and when you know that you're supposed to be somewhere else, that you're not supposed to be stuck. Sometimes we get stuck, and we don't know that we're stuck, but we know that we're not supposed to be in the place that we are.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to release those soul ties. And God is doing a wonderful thing. This is not a religious or a spiritual station, but we need God in everything. So we just want to put Him first. And we can still do the things that we like doing, but we just got to acknowledge the one that makes it all happen.
That's right.
And we just love Him, and we just love you. So hit us up and let us know what you think about the two subjects that we're going to cover. If you want to get some more input on it, how to break soul ties, what is a soul tie, and how to get rid of that rebellion in our children. All right?
All right. Well, I know when I was a child, I was rebellious, and it's not just kids; it's adults that can be rebellious as well. But I like the topic, and I like that we can do that because it needs to be done. It does, and it needs to be said. And I do want to shout out today to Miss Brown. She lost her grandchild last night. That was a devastating thing that happened. It really touched me today, and it's been on my heart today. And if I'm a little quiet, it's because of the fact that this young man was a dear friend of mine as well. I knew him since he was a baby, and to hear that he was shot down last night and his life was taken, that's just tragic to me. And I don't even know how to really talk on it, but I just want to let the family know that my prayers are out there for you guys, and I'm so sorry that you lost your grandson Dale Brown and your daughter Dorothy. I'm so sorry about your loss. And young people, we really got to get ourselves together because this is just too much, and we don't need this. It's time to love one another, and it's time to just start getting along. We don't need to be out here killing one another. So I just wanted to just give my condolence to the family. Also, I want to talk about something that's been on my heart as far as what God can do in your life and how God can change things in your life. And in my life, I was sick, and I went through a sickness, and I didn't never think that I would be where I am today through the sickness that I had that came upon me. And I just want people to know that just never give up. Don't ever give up on anything. I don't care what it is. Keep the faith and just know that God will do it, and He will. He raised me up off the bed, and He has me moving around now, and I'm doing things that I couldn't do before, and now I'm doing them today. And I just thank Him, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to do this. And it was just the faith and the prayers that everybody prayed, for me, and the prayers that I had. But there was times when I didn't even want to pray anymore because of the things that I was going through. So if there's people out there and you feel that there's no hope, or you feel like I will never come out this situation, that the devil is a lie. You can come out of anything that you're in. And I just wanted to say that God is amazing, and He's doing some amazing things, especially in my life as well as people around my life. But I just want to thank Him for just healing my body and making me be stronger every day in my walk with Him and in my healing. It's just amazing the things that God is doing in my life. I know there's people out here that have conditions. I have a condition which the doctors say sarcoidosis and lupus, and that's something that I've been dealing with for about the last 7 years of my life. So it's been really hard, but I'm learning to know that God is a deliverer and He's a healer, and that I'm healed and I'm walking in it. So if anybody want to talk about anything, just let us know, and we'll be here to try to walk you through it and talk you through it, and help you go through what it is that you're probably going through. And if we can't do it, we know somebody that can, and that's God. And if anything, we can just pray with you, But again, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, how good God is. So basically tonight is just open mic. We're still getting all the kinks out and learning how to come on and do what we need to do. Don't want to be bored with nobody. I don't want nobody to get bored. Just let us know what you want to hear, what you want to talk about. And again, young people, call in. Let us know what you're talking about, what you're thinking about, so that we can talk about it. Maybe you might have lost somebody, a good friend to you. And if you do, you can call us and let us talk about it. So we just thank you, and we just ask you to just...
The phone number is 703-951-7003.
Okay, again.
703-951-7003.
All right, so...
And that's the number to the station if anyone should like to call in. Because do you guys feel excited? Do you feel like something is going to happen? Do you have expectation? I have expectation. And I know that God is going to take us to another level. He's going to take us from the places where we've been, and He's going to take us to a wealthy place. And I'm ready to go. How many people ready to go? I'm ready to go. I want to talk about the things that we have in store for you. So I want as many people, African American or people of color, to call in or to hit up Bobby Soul at rhythmixradio.com and let us know what your businesses are. If you need employees, and if you do need employees, give us your information, because we're going to have employment fair, a job fair, so we can start having more black companies, getting you out there. So if something should happen and we want to support our own, we will have enough. We want to have a bank. We want to have a gas station. We want to have a nail salon. We want to have grocery stores. Everything that we need to do it black. We need to have something up for us. So we want to support each other and build each other up. So once we start hiring, getting to know what your gifts are, and knowing what you can have. Hi, I want to thank everybody. I want everybody to know that we're looking forward to having you to shout out your businesses, and when we do the job fair, so we can employ people of color and maybe stop some of this violence, because we're giving people jobs and they won't feel hopeless anymore. So please contact us at 703-951-7003. Give us a shout out and let us know that what your company is and what type of jobs you have to offer, so we can start getting people jobs, educating them, training them, and maybe we can have places to go, things to do to get people's minds off of being lonely or being sad. Just give them some activity. You're doing some fun stuff. We need something to do. We need something to bring out to the environment everywhere. Back in the day, we used to do everything. We went to go-go's and parties and card parties, and it was fun. We had cookouts, and everybody did everything together, and the whole neighborhood raised a child. We have to go back to that. We need to have people looking out for our children when we're not able to look out for our children. Mm-hmm. We just have to love each other and support each other, the way we used to. We need to go back to the old days and just love each other. And I know it's coming, because I have expectation. I know God is doing an amazing thing, and I'm really excited about that.
Me too. That is good. I want you guys to know this is R.A.P Radio. R.A.P means releasing all pain. If you want to call in, you want to rap about something, you want to talk about something, call on in. Right now it's just open mic. You can just talk, and let's just talk, and let's just talk about things and see what's going on out there. I don't know what's going on until you call me and tell me. So if you call in and you let me know, we'll talk about it. So the phones are open, and you can call in if you like, and we can just talk about some things. Again, I just want to say thank you all so much for last week, listening to the show. Again, bear with me. Give me some time. I'm still getting out the kinks, and I'm just letting God just use me and just doing what I need to do. But R.A.P Radio is called R.A.P for releasing all pain, because, after you go through the pain, there's joy. And joy does cometh in the morning. So let's just do this. it's new to me too, you guys. So thank you again for listening, and I'll let Miss T finish talking.
Okay, so some of the things that that we want to experience in the neighborhood, the new neighborhood, is we're going to have the job fairs. We're going to have. I am a non-surgical hair replacement specialist, so I specialize in people that lose their hair. I make wigs, so we're going to do. I'm going to have seminars for customized wigs, and the man weave, and we're going to do hair extensions, and we're going to actually make our own hair extensions and start up hair extension companies. I know that this is our year of wealth, and I know that that it's time for us to step out. And sometimes I know it's scary. It's frightening because we're doing something that we haven't done before.
Yeah.
So I believe that God has put us in a place where He wants us to grow and depend on Him more than we've ever depended on Him before. And that's because you can see what's going on today in this world. Everything is different. Even the children are different.
Yeah.
These little children are so smart and they growing up so fast. The younger ones are larger than the older ones. So everything is different. So I just thank God that we're able to reach out to as many people as possible so we can make this thing happen. So if you really, really want to shout out your companies, your businesses, and let people know who you are and what you're doing, please hit us up at 703-951-7003. Rhythmic Radio.
R.A.P radio. Releasing all pain.
Oh, okay. Amen.
And also I want to touch on young people. Some of you guys have so much talents, and you like singing and you like recording music. I just want you to know that if you have any talent and you want to do some recording, you can come to the studio, because B Soul has a studio here where they can record you, and then we can take your music. If it's good and you think it's good and you're ready, we can put it on the radio and let people be able to hear you. Just give it a try. If you have some music that you've done and you've been home in your room and you've been, singing in it, and you got your little CD together and you want somebody to hear it, here's the place. Bring it, and we'll make it happen for you. Also, like Tracy was saying with entrepreneur businesses, even if your business is just going out in the community and you're just helping people by giving them things, and you want people to know where you are and where they can come to you and get things for free, or things that you have like clothes or something you want to give to people, please hit us up and you can come on and you can talk about it. People need to know that you're out there and we're here to help you get it out. So I wanted to tell you that again, because last week I know I talked about it, and I know I was all over the place last week, you guys, and thank y'all so much for just not beating me up. Everybody was so kind and everybody was so nice and let me know that it was real, and I'm keeping it real. I can't do anything else but keep it real, but I just thank you guys for the love. I truly, truly do. And again, now I'm going to turn it back over to Tracy.
Y'all can hear that this is new for us, right? It's not going to be like this always. It's going to be smooth sailing shortly. We just have to get adjusted and find our niche. And this is a great experience.
Yes,
and
it is.
We're learning as we go. So please be patient with us. I'm excited, and I know that God is doing amazing things. And
yes, He is.
I'm excited about being wealthy. How many people are ready for some money?
Yes.
To grow your businesses.
Yes.
to prosper, especially if you've been in a business for a long time and you've not seen what you're supposed to see or receive what you're supposed to be receiving. Well, it's our time. And we just have to be consistent with what we're doing. You know, so many times we start something and because we get discouraged, we fall off. And I'm talking to myself too. But, you know, the wealthiest people in the world, when they started, they never stopped. They did the same thing every single day. And it became a habit. And that's how they became who they are. So we just have to be consistent regardless of how many naysayers there are, you know, the negativity that you hear. You have to know who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. You know, and I'm not talking about religion or the church, but a lot of times, you know, when we go to churches and we have ideas to help, we get shot down. And it's not, you know, I realize that it's not always church. The church is not always the place where we're supposed to do these things. If God gives us an idea, He wants us to do it outside of the church, because those are the people that really needs the help. You know, because they don't even realize that they need help. So I used to get offended, but the Lord told me, "Who told you to go and do it in the church?" I was like, "Okay, God." And so I learned how to. I'm listening now. You know, I've learned how to be obedient and do the things that He asked me to do, where He wants me to do them. It's just so much easier to go into a place that's already been established rather than me trying to start over myself.
Right.
But if God give you the idea, He's going to give you everything that goes with it, which is the income. He's going to give you the people. He's going to give you the venue. He's going to give you everything that you need. And we just have to trust Him. Step out on faith and just learn how to just trust God. And I know that this is going to be amazing, and it's going to be a new beginning for everybody. You know, things that you've not seen before, you're going to see now. Things that you've not done before, you're going to do now. We just have to learn how to support each other, regardless of what it looks like, and have the faith to know if God said it, it's going to happen.
So. And you know, let me say that is so true, because I, as well as an entrepreneur, and I guess you guys are saying, well, how you going to get us a job? How you going to do this? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not how we're going to do it. You're going to do it because you're going to allow God to lead you to do it. But I do know, I'm a witness that I started out, you know, with a nail salon, but to start off with it, I took a big leap into a business to become a business owner. And I didn't even have a plan, you guys. I was just doing my nails and working out of salons and things like that. And then before you know it, I messed around and I got a client actually told me about when I was in Quantico doing my nails, told me about it and told me to go check it out, and they were looking for someone. Now, all the years I've been doing nails, I would have never thought that I would have had a business. And you guys, I just stepped out on faith. I really didn't know what was coming at me. I didn't know how much. I was afraid, because I was like, well, I may not be able to afford it, you know, to be there. But like Tracy was saying, don't worry about that, because God is going to show up for you when you go out to do something that you know He called you to do. And I didn't have no equipment. I had one pedicure chair, one nail table, and I went up, I sat down with them, you guys. I didn't have no notes. I didn't have no big words to say. I didn't know really what to say. And I remember my accountant was with me, and we just sat there and we talked to them, and they were talking about, you know, the way, you know, you pay and things like that. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was just like in another world. I was like, I don't think I could do this, you know. But I did. I took it and I opened up the business, and it did very well. And So I'm just saying this to let people know, don't be afraid. Just step out on faith. If you know you hear from God and you know that you can do this without a shadow of a doubt, and you do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Don't worry about, well, how am I get the rent paid? How am I get this paid? Just step out and just do it. And if you let God lead you, he is going to bring the people to you. He's going to make sure that everything gets paid for. And yeah, there's going to be some stumbling blocks sometimes, but you know what? It's going to be all right. God is going to take care of it. So I'm one of the ones that step out on faith on everything. I stepped out on faith with the radio show. I don't know what people are going to say or what y'all going to do. I'm just believing that you guys are going to call in. We're going to rap. That's back in the day. We just sit back and rap, Let's just rap. Let's talk. Let's talk about things that's going on and talk about businesses, starting up your business. And if you got some questions you want to ask, I can answer whatever I can as far as myself and what I've done and how my business got going. I am a licensed instructor for nails. I teach to do nails. And I would have never thought this, you guys. I'm just coming from my heart. I started out where I was on drugs. I was in the streets. And I didn't even know that my life would be the way it is today. I truly thought that that's where I was going to be. And I tapped on it last week about a little things that I said I was going to talk about. But my life transitioned one day when I woke up, like I was saying, the story about my book, From Crack to Christ. When I woke up one morning and I found my child dead, that was devastating to me. It was something no mother would ever want to wake up to. But in going through all that I went through with that situation, it put me out in the streets. I was literally living in the streets, sleeping in a cardboard box made for a refrigerator. And I was under the bridge, 11th Street Bridge, downtown D.C. before, they then got rid of the bridge now. But I slept there. I slept on vents, downtown D.C. I never would have thought my life would have been like that. But I just want to say, you guys, I am not there anymore. I'm not on drugs anymore. I don't live on the street no more. I don't eat off the streets no more. I'm not, living that life. And it's only because down inside, I knew God and I knew things that was the right thing to do and the wrong things to do. But there was faith there. Somewhere down in me, I had some faith. I believed that one day my life would be changed. And even though I didn't see it at the time, it happened, and it's happening now. God is just doing so much, and I just want to thank him. And I will always mention God in what he's doing in my life and what I've seen him do in other people's lives. But just step out on faith. Don't be afraid. If anybody was afraid of anything, it was me. But if I can step out and do what I'm doing, you can do it too. Trust and believe that. I'm still learning. I just got out the bed. I was bedridden for 7 years. And I just got up in September and I just started saying, God, no, I don't want to live like this no more. I want to come out and I want to be able to give back and be who you called me to be. I had 3 strokes and I flatlined. I went through a lot. I would have never thought that I would be sitting here right now talking on a radio show to give back to people and to hear people come back and say things that happen in their life. I'd have never thought that. So I just want to say God is amazing. And if you just keep him and just believe in him, there's nothing that's too hard for God for you to do. Just want to bring that out to you guys. Thank you.
Well, since we're telling testimonies, I want to tell my testimony. When I got my first hair salon, I was working in a barbershop. And I was paying booth rent, but I just opened up a salon in a condominium building. And I was paying $1,700 in the space that I rented, and I was paying booth rent. And my booth rent was more than my rent.
Wow.
And I stayed in that barbershop for about 6 months.
Wow. And
a friend of mine said, "Girl, you still in that barbershop?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, didn't you get your salon?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, why aren't you in it?" I said, "Because I don't know." No. But But you know, I
That's
hadn't
real.
realized that I was already doing it. I was paying the rent there, and I was paying the booth rent at the barbershop.
Wow.
You know, I didn't even realize it. And so I stepped out on faith, and I went in the barbershop. I went in the hair salon. Well, I worked in the salon. When I moved in the salon, it was on like the 2nd of June. So, you know, rent due the 1st of the month.
Right.
And I didn't have any clients. I didn't get any clients. I was like, Lord, you put me in this salon. And I said, I know that you are going to provide everything that I need. Every day went by. Every day went by. And I didn't have a client. So, by the 21st, I got a client.
Wow.
That gave me $2,000 for their hair.
Wow.
And that was my total rent. So I was sold out then. I just knew, okay, God, I can do anything because you made this happen.
Yes.
And I've learned how to just stand on that faith.
Yes.
Even when it doesn't look like it's going to happen. If you don't waver, if you don't doubt,
yes,
he'll make it happen. And I know so many of us have these testimonies, and it's important for us to allow other people to hear our testimonies to build up their faith, so they can know that, okay, they might be in a place right now that's not comfortable, but if they can do it, if God will do it for them, he'll do it for me too.
Yes, he will.
And I saw a man on YouTube, on Facebook today. I don't know how many people saw him. He had no legs and he had no hands, but he had the biggest smile.
Yes.
And he had a wife and he had 4 kids. And you know, and we walk around and we complain and we have everything functioning properly. Why are we complaining?
Right.
When we have everything that we need to realize that we are little gods. We are just like God.
Amen.
So whatever we think about, whatever we speak is ours. Because God created this world with words. And you know how your words can just deplete a person. So if we build each other up and support each other, it's nothing that we can't do. And I know sometimes it's hard because of where we've come from, but we're not there anymore.
That's right.
We have to take ourselves out of that situation, and we got to remember we're going somewhere we've never been before.
Yeah.
And and God has already provided everything that we need. So we just have to encourage each other, and lift each other up. I don't care what it looks like.
That's right.
Because we're not gonna. The only person that can keep you down is you, because God made us just like He is.
That's true.
And we have that power inside of us. And if we speak the right words to the right people, it's done. We have to encourage each other. We really have to. We really have to be my sister or my brother's keeper. And in that way, we won't have the issues. We're gonna have some, because that's how we learn. That's how we grow from the mistakes that we make. And boy, have I made some mistakes. But I won't do that again. I won't ever go back there again, because I've learned. I'm not an idiot. You keep doing something over and over again. You're an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm learning from my mistakes. And I'm thankful for everything that I've gone through, because it's helping me to become the woman that God created me to be.
Yes.
And it's good, I'm thankful tonight because we're able to talk to you like this. A lot of times we can't. You're so busy doing the day.
Mm-hmm.
You can't wind down and just thank God for the little things.
Right.
Just being able to take a breath of fresh air, not oxygen, but air. Your own air. And to look over at a sister and say, I love you.
Yes.
To look over at a brother and say, I love you, and
yes.
thank you for
yes.
who you are.
Yes.
And we have to do that more often, because we're all gifts. We are all gifts to each other.
Yes.
We have to support each other. Y'all don't know what we're going to
Do.
do. This is going to be amazing. I have so much expectation. God is taking us to another level. Y'all better jump on board because I'm going. And we're going to do this thing together. And we're going to support each other. And this is going to be the wealthiest year we've ever had. But we got to start right now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Repetition is the key.
Yeah.
I don't care how tired you are. You ain't too tired to do something you're supposed to do. You tired to make money? To become the person that you're supposed to be? No. It's gonna be fun.
We got a caller on
We
the
have a
line.
call coming in.
Hello, caller. You on the line? Hello, caller. You on the line? Okay. What's your question? That I had the strength. The strength that I had strength to do what I'm doing. I did not, what I've learned from what I'm doing now, or from what I went through. What I learned from what I've been through is that I can't do nothing without God. Everything that I do, it has to be with Him. I learned how to love. I learned how to forgive. I learned how to love myself. And put it like that. I learned how to love on myself first. And then I learned how to forgive myself. And then I learned how to be, to love others and to be who God has called me to be with them. You're welcome.
That is a wonderful question. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Well, I can answer. I've learned that the issues that we go through in life is not to break us, it's to make us stronger. Because if if we don't have obstacles that'll push us over the mountain, we'll never get to it. Because sometimes we won't even walk toward it because it look like it's too tall.
Yep.
But if God put you in a position where you don't have no choice but to go over it, you got it. And you're never going to stop. It's just going to push you to continue to do what you're supposed to be doing. And you find out who you are. You find out the strength that you have inside of you. So, I used to think, oh, I had a terrible childhood, or, I've gone through so much. But I thank God for everything I've gone through.
Yeah.
Because what I've gone through is a testimony for somebody that's going through it now.
Yeah.
And I can actually say, I think that I can actually say what to do, what He did for me, rather than tell them, I think you should do. I know what to do because He did it for me. And I know if He did it for me, He'll do it for you too.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless you, baby.
Did I answer your question?
You too.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank
Have
you.
a good night, baby. Thank you. Bye-bye.
But that was good. I hope I answered the question right. But again, that's something to think about. What did I learn from all of this? And I really learned me. I learned how to love me. I learned how to study me. I didn't know about me. When you think you know about yourself, but for me, I didn't. I really didn't. And I was messed up. I was. Especially when you go to the doctors and they say this is wrong and that is wrong, and you go into church and they say believe and have faith and know that God is going to do it. Well, sometimes you have the faith, but the faith I'm so glad that He said the size of a mustard seed, because my faith was wearing out. It was going down. But then I did get joy in the morning. I did think about where I was before and how He brought me through that. But we do get into, I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna say me. I got into a pity party. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want nobody to talk to me. And I shunned myself from the world because I didn't know how to accept what was going on in my life. And especially when you come down with an illness.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to, I mean, everybody's different, you know. There's some people where they just got it, you know, but when you not expecting things, you know, it's a process. It is. But it has taught me how to truly love Kim and how to forgive Kim, because Kim was still bothered by things from childhood, things from being in the street, wondering did I raise my kids right, wondering if I'm being the right mother, wondering if I'm serving God right. It was a lot. It really was. And then you start thinking, okay, well, maybe it's not my time anymore, you know, maybe it's just meant for me not to do anything else, you know. But I lived in all that. I did. I had no hope for myself. I didn't even want to live anymore. You know, I didn't. And that is a very hard feeling to get over. But I thank you, caller, for calling in, because I never even looked at it like that. So I thank you for that calling.
Y'all know that it is everything that we do is for a reason. And God put people in our lives for a reason. So even those people that get on your nerve, or those people that push you so hard where you feel like you backed up against a wall, they're helping you, because they're helping you to move forward. And I pray for everybody to realize that everything that we go through is for a reason. And it's to make us stronger. Yeah, sometimes we do things that it's repercussions for, you know, we regret. But that's how we learn, you know. Don't get yourself down. Everybody makes mistakes. There's no perfect people in this world, you know. We can't judge. I can't judge nobody.
No, me either. I ain't even gonna try.
And no. we have to just love on each other, you know, because you don't know, you can't do what you don't know.
Right.
And a lot of times we're not taught, you know. People are, everything that we do, when we were kids, we watched our parents. So if our parents or our role model or our example, if they were doing the wrong thing, then guess what? We did the wrong thing because we didn't know any better. But when you learn better, you do better. So, you know, every day is a learning experience. And we just got to learn how to appreciate the good and the bad, because the bad is what's helping us go to that next level. And it's good. I mean, it's all good. It's going to be, this year is going to be the year of testimonies, of wealth, of greatness. And we're going to find out who we are. You know, I just have such a strong feeling. And God has sent so many amazing people in my life. And my favorite scripture is trust in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. So when I don't know what to do, guess what? I'm talking to God. He can tell me. Because I'm not going to make any more mistakes on my own. I'm going to allow him to tell me what to do, and I'm going to be obedient. It's time. You know, it's so wonderful to have family.
It is.
But a lot of times you have a life, and you don't talk to them as much as you used to when you were younger.
Yeah.
You know, so, but it doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore. It just means you grew up and you have a lot more responsibilities, and it's really not enough hours in the day to do the things that you need to do. So, and I say that for my family that I haven't talked to or seen in a long time. I love you. You know, I haven't talked to you in a while, but it doesn't make me not love you. I love you. And if there's anything that you need, but we can shout out each other. You know, if you haven't heard from me or I haven't heard from you, we have to get together. You know, we have to take the time. So maybe, oh, you know what?
What?
I forgot about the challenge last week. How many people gave their sister or brother
Oh yeah, that's
a
right.
smile and told them
that they loved them.
that you look nice? Give them a compliment. How many people did it?
I did it. I do it all the time.
I want to know how
I
many
do it all the
people
time.
actually. Please hit us up. Let us know if you participated in the challenge. Because, you know, that not only helps the other person, but it helps you as well. You know, get out of your box.
Yeah.
And y'all know what? A lot of times I end up laughing because I'll say something to a person that is another race, and they'll look at me like I'm crazy. But I did it.
Right.
You know, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel offended. You know, that's something that I chose to do. And the more I do it, the easier it is to do. So I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. I was in Lane Bryant's one day, and I think my son was about 3, and he said, "Oh, that lady ugly, mommy." And her husband was standing right beside her, and I said, "You go and you say you're sorry. You don't ever say anything like that about a person." And her husband said, "You know, children tell the truth." I was like, "Really? You're not supposed to say that." So after I talked to him, and I said, "You know, I don't care what a person looks like on the outside, but you have to try to see them from the inside. And everybody is beautiful." So when we left that store, we was shoppers. So we went to Walmart, and it was a lady at the cash register. She had about 3 teeth in her mouth. It was an old lady, and she was rough, y'all. I'm telling you. And my son said, "You are beautiful." And the lady started crying. She said, "Oh my!" And she really cried. She cried about 5 minutes, and the man behind us was just rolling his eyes and sucking his teeth. and I told my son, I said, "I'm proud of you because you made that lady's day." So you guys, let's make somebody's day.
Well, look, that's funny because when my son was little, we were in King's Dominion, and I don't know if he's listening or my daughter listening, but we were at King's Dominion, and that's so true. Kids do tell what they see. We're walking, and there was this man. He was sitting on a bench. And my little boy just went up to him. He says, "You're fat." And I said, "Don't you say that. You apologized to him. That wasn't nice." And the man said, "No, he told the truth because I am fat." And I couldn't say nothing. I just was like, well, you don't, you know, it's the way you say things to people. But the man was like, "I am fat." And he told the truth. So it's like kids they speak what they see. They
right.
do. They tell the truth. And it was embarrassing to me because, you know, you teach your children not to say different things and when to say things. But he said, no, he's telling the truth. And, you know, that happened to me. I had a little incident in the store.
Oh, gracious.
This lady, y'all, she just came up. She might be listening, but she came up and she just let her. She took my grocery cart.
Oh, I remember.
And I'm sitting there watching her like, okay, maybe she's moving it out the way because she wants to get by. So I'm just sitting there and I'm watching her, and she literally just took my grocery cart and left hers. And I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, but that's my grocery cart." She turned around, looked at me, and said, "That's your problem," and said, "Get another one." And y'all know everything in me just like, I went, "What? What did you say?" And I had to remember, y'all, I was on a job. And I didn't work for the company that I was in, but I worked for a company that we work out of the store. And I lost it for a minute. I was like, "Hold up, what did you say?" I said, "You done got that twisted. I don't work for here," you know. But I had to get myself back together, y'all. And I was standing there like, I couldn't believe, and she was a sister, and everybody was standing around, and to be honest with y'all, I ended up looking like the crazy one because she kept walking. I'm standing there like, I can't believe that this woman just said what she said to me. She took my cart. And I'm like, "No, you didn't do this." And then when I calmed down, I looked, this little kid was standing there. And he was, you know, parents was around, people standing. And I said, I had to apologize to people I didn't even know. And I was like, "I am so sorry." I apologize. I didn't, mean to react like that. And they were like, no, she was wrong. And so the lady had her son in the grocery cart. So when they went to push her off, he slid on the side of her. Like, he's facing her, and then he slid down to look at me, and he licked his tongue at me. I was like, I said, I deserved it. But he had like this little smile on his face, and he looked his tongue like, nah, but, we don't know what kids be watching, and they be seeing stuff. And like you said earlier, sometimes, us as parents, our behavior and things we do, kids will pick it up from it. But I had to apologize. I lost it, y'all. I did. I'm going to be real. I lost it, I try to keep Jesus on me. But sometimes I know y'all hear me out there. Because I know y'all be in your car and road rage come. Let somebody pull out in front of you. You could be listening to praying to Jesus. And you talking to God. And you really holding on. And you're crying and the music playing. And you really got it going on with God. Right? Next thing somebody just goes, right in front of you.
You know all about God.
What? You put them on the shelf and be like, did that just happen?
Right.
Did you just see this? And it's like, then you go back and you go, oh God, please forgive me. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go out like that. But, I know you guys have had challenges like that where it's like, you all in praise and you feeling good and everything is doing right. Then all of a sudden, bam, something just come right at you when you don't expect it. And that other side of you come out. Now, as what do you say? Steve Harvey say, God ain't through me yet. Well, I'm still learning, y'all. I am, but I love God. I put him first in everything in my life. But I'm gonna tell you, it's sometimes when I had put Jesus on the shelf, and I just had to let you know where I'm coming from, and then I come back and I've had people come to me and say, aren't you saved? Aren't you this? Aren't you that? Aren't you a pastor? Or are you a minister? Something like that. It's like, well, you didn't care about that when you was pushing that button to get me where I went to. Right. Now you want to say you want me to act like the person I'm supposed to act, that godly person. It's like I was doing that, but we're human and it's no excuse. But I know we've all have done it, and those that haven't done it, I love you. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but I don't do it intentionally. I come out every morning, or when I go out looking to smile and just to put a smile on somebody's face and have the sunshine going. You put on your little music and you get your stuff all together. You come out, hey, yeah, it's good out here. And the next thing you know, something goes skirt, and you be like, what? You can flip real quick, But that's why we need him. We need him. For real.
And that's where that consistency comes in.
Yep. You have to practice.
You're going to be tested
every day. Every day.
You got to remember.
Every day. Especially dealing with the corporate world. And just going into the grocery store. I mean, that was bold. You just take somebody grocery cart and you tell them, that's your problem. Get another one. My wheel is broke on my... What? Now, and I'm going to tell you, I was reighing that grocery cart back and forth, swinging it back and forth. And I'm going to be honest. I'm just being honest. I said, if I was to take this grocery cart and push it down this aisle and knock you down like some bowling pins, I bet you won't take somebody else's grocery cart.
Y'all ain't heard that. Y'all did not hear that.
I did. And I just lost it, y'all. And I had to, whew, as they go, woosah. I was like, I ain't want to hear nothing right now. And I was like, no, she didn't. Yeah. But she did. And I could have pushed that cart and it would have hit her. I wouldn't be talking to y'all now because they would lock me up. They would have got me for assault and batter and everything else. So, but I passed the test though because I didn't push that cart and I didn't hit her with it. I wanted to, but I didn't. And the old Kim, oh yeah, girl, she'd have went down like bowling pins. Oh yes, and I would have aimed and I'd have got it right too. And wouldn't even have thought about it. And then I'd have been like, oh Lord, what did I just do? It's like, and I'll be honest, I wanted to tell her, cash me outside.
So I got a question for you, Kim.
No. Okay, what is it?
What did you learn from that situation?
To have more self-control about myself. I did. It was something that happened that I wasn't looking for to happen, and it hadn't happened to me in a while, And I was just learning how to have self-control. I really did. It was a test. It really was a test. And if I could have saw her before she left the store. After that, I would have went up to her and told her I was sorry. You know, I would have just apologized. Even though I didn't initiate it, I still would have went to her and apologized. But I learned how to. It taught me self-control. Yep, not to just react to things. And I thought I was being cool though, you know, because I was letting her do it. You know, I was like, okay, maybe she just trying to move the car out the way, you know. But I learned self-control, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Because another test came at me.
Oh yeah, they coming.
Yeah, they coming. You know, but I'm learning to think before I react. You know,
and that's the key.
Yep, to think before I react. Is it really worth saying anything to, you know, or saying something? Because it is so easy to get locked up.
Oh yeah.
It is really easy because I realize, you know, I'm in a store. They videoing this. Okay, somebody could have been, you know how people do now. They watch you on their phone and they video on you. It could be out there on YouTube somewhere. I don't know, you know. But it really did. It made me think, and it made me like, you can't do that again, you know. So yes, it did. It taught me.
And not only get locked up, it's a lot of angry people.
Yes.
Out here. So, you know,
people are dying for something like that. Yes, you're right. Yep.
And could have tapped you.
Yep.
You know, for having your own car.
Yep.
She was wrong, but it's the way. It's consequences for everything that
you
we do.
Yep.
So yeah, we have to think first before we react. It's serious out here.
It is.
And you don't know who you're gonna come across.
Yep.
Exactly true.
And I just thank Bobby Soul.
Yes. For everything.
Bless him and his family.
Yes.
Prosperity, favor, and grace on his life.
Yes.
And each and every person that's listening, God bless you. And
yes.
And hey Kai, how you doing, boo, my sister? I want to just thank everybody for taking the time out to listen. God bless you, and prosperity is here. We are moving forward, and we're going to do things that we've never done before. Get ready.
Well, this is R.A.P. This is R.A.P Radio, releasing all pain, and we want to say thank you. This is Kim, and I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Stay tuned for next week. Give us some more days. Give us some more weeks. Give us some months. Give us a year. It's going to be right.
Snow, y'all.
Yeah.
Go get all the bread and
all
the
right.
milk.
Talk to y'all later.
God
Thank you.
you.
We love you. I'm getting a little bit more easier now. It's good.
Ooh, that was the hardest hour, Lord Jesus.